So I bought this like snail thing. Now I kind of regret it. Yeah. But this is what it looks like. We made it to Japan, y'all. We're staying in Kyoto because Tokyo would have been way too chaotic. And I decided to break this vlog up into 3 parts: food, culture, and shopping. So we're gonna start with the food because honestly, that was half the trip for me. My dad and I stumbled on this little food festival by the river. It was super cute, but so crowded. We kind of looked at each other and were like, no, and then we turned back around. So later that night, I went back on my own, but by the time I got there, most of the stalls were already closing, unfortunately. I was still able to get a couple of things though, so check it. So I bought this like snail thing, and now I kind of regret it. This is what it looks like. So yeah, wish me luck. Not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to hold the camera, walk around, and hold everything else that I bought. So I got the next snack here.
Also, I got a fly in my beard and I'm so sad.
I'm just like thinking I'm gonna drink it anyway. It kind of tastes just like rice. And that's probably what it is. They're good. Better than the snail. Japanese barbecue was a must on my list. And honestly, I think we picked the right place. We tried all kinds of meats, which were all amazing, except the last ones. I'm pretty sure it was tongue, and I had no clue how to cook it. Definitely overcooked it because I got scared and ended up with chewy rubber. So fun fact, matcha comes from the same plant as black tea and green tea, and it's just processed differently, which I thought was like mind-boggling. Like, how did I not know that? And in Kyoto, tea ceremonies can last up to 4 hours, and people don't usually talk. They just like sip tea in complete silence. It's basically like a whole meditation. Now let's talk ramen. I went to this Michelin-starred spot. Name is in the description. Definitely check it out. And it was hands down the best ramen I've ever had. And then fluffy pancake, it was a 90-minute wait and we almost bailed. My dad literally looked at me like, we're not waiting this long for pancakes. But we did, and oh my gosh, it was so worth it. Mine was seasonal with peach. Like, I fantasize about it. It's just straight up like strawberries covered with sugar. It's pretty good. It's so hot out here. I'm sweating through my shirt. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you definitely can. It's so freaking hot. Of course, we did grab sushi one day. I only got a quick shot on my phone, but just trust me when I say that fresh fish in Japan hits different.
Okay, so I decided to eat my ice cream before I get home, otherwise it's gonna melt.
It's already like melting on my fingers. 5 out of 10 maybe. It was good, but not super delicious. I'm honestly exhausted. I have been bit everywhere by these freaking mosquitoes. So itchy. Look at that. You see it? Anyways, I went to 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart. I got a few things that I think are representative of Kyoto, or like things that I would only find here. I don't think it's good for me to eat that much sugar before I go to bed. I wanted to do this with my dad, but he's asleep because it's late. I always do this. I just overpack my days. I try to do everything and then I just end up with absolutely zero downtime. And that's why I'm doing it now. Well, technically I should be sleeping. Honestly, with this hairstyle, I feel like the one dog from, it's like a Disney movie. They were like eating lasagna. I feel like I should eat like the heavier stuff first. This just like straight up tastes like bread. No melon. Is it like a paste inside or what? I'm confused. I had really high expectations for this. Well, that's disappointing. Oh wow. Okay, so this one doesn't count because I had already opened it. I love haichus so much. I don't know if it's yuzu or not. It's like their citrus, I think. At least they serve it everywhere. They served it with my ramen the other day and I thought that was kind of weird. It has a different texture too. Like when you eat it, it almost has like crystals of sugar. So these look so funny. The way I picked those is and looked at the items that were in the least amount of, meaning people picked the most. This one, I think there's only one left and I was like, ooh, I gotta try it. So let's do it. This is not that good. Okay, so let's try yogurt flavored haichu, I guess. That's the thing about like Japan is they're all written in Japanese and you can't really tell what it is. Let's try it. I just love the texture and I have like the same ones for melon and I'm really excited about this one. Heck yeah, so good. I do want to try the banana milk. The straws are so cool because they like expand. It was just like so cool. And like the other day, my dad and I were drinking this like Starbucks drink that had a little straw like this too. And I was just like, how is it gonna reach the bottom of it? And my dad just goes, it was so funny. I was like, ah. How did you figure that out so fast? Maybe I shake it. Ah, there's like water everywhere. I'm like shaking it like a test tube. Oh, this is awful. Oof. So I think that the winners are, drum roll please, the almond matcha. I think this one wins in flavor, but then this one wins in texture. I don't think there's like many people out there that are more passionate about haichus than I am. Thanks for watching, guys. I feel a little sick, to be honest. So I was actually trying to go to Umekoji Handicraft Market. It's this really big fair that only happens once a month here in Kyoto. But when I showed up, turns out there are 2 months a year when it doesn't run because of the weather, and of course August is one of them. So with not much else around, I ended up at the aquarium instead. So here you go, an unreleased episode of Blue Planet. My dad and I went to a geisha show, and we learned that the word geisha actually refers to male performers. For women, it's geiko here in Kyoto, and maiko if they're still in training. They do go through a crazy amount of training, which I wasn't expecting. It almost sounded like medical school. They even invite the audience to play these little games with them, which sounds pretty easy until you're up there. I was so nervous that I basically gave up halfway through. Watch.
Really beautiful, and there's so much more to explore, but we're gonna go back because Dad is waiting and we don't want him to be alone for too long.
So I randomly stumbled on this Studio Ghibli store and it honestly made my whole day. My mom's the one who got me into these movies when I was little, so just being here hit me with all the nostalgia. They had a ton of cute calcifer stuff, my fave. And trust me, I would have bought out the whole store if I had the suitcase space.